Hey everyone, it's me again, your one and only favorite internet roommate. And recently I was showing my girlfriend Demon Slayer, and it was a lot of fun. It's nice to show someone an anime with like a brother-sister bond that, you know, doesn't get weird. None of that weird and Oni-chan, you won't survive this battle without my Gok 3000. This is a wild way to start a video. And as I was rewatching it myself, I kept being intrigued by the character designs, or if you will, that drip. So I thought, why not continue the trend on this channel of, you know, starting a series, but never making a part 2 to the series, just making another different type of series. And this series is going to be all about discussing and dissecting fashion from specific types of anime. But of course, I think it's important to emphasize that to pull this video off, I had to do a lot of research on Japanese history. And while I am a filthy, vile, disgusting, putrid, virgin, power of God and anime on my side, fucking anime analysis channel, and have read multiple volumes of Ninjago, that only really covers about half of real Japanese history. So please be mindful of the fact that, well, look at me, man.
I'm white. Unseasoned.
I can't guarantee my research to be 100%. I'm not Japanese. And unfortunately, I can't just hop in a time machine, go back to the olden days of Japan, like when Yasuke joined forces with Nobunaga and defeated some demons and robots and stuff. I wasn't there when they burned Shishio and somehow he survived and started to enact his revenge while somehow being voiced by Steve Bloom. But enough covering for my smooth brain, let's talk about some Demon Slayer fashion. So first off, can we talk about how impressive it is that almost every character design in Demon Slayer is both distinctive and, dare I say, kinda cool? Kinda like you, the viewer of this video. Even though a lot of the main cast is wearing the exact same uniform, the mangaka Koyoharu Gotouge gives them each their own flair with either how they wear that uniform. Tengen, for example, styles it up, making his uniform sleeveless while giving him these golden bracers around his arm. Not only adds to the fact that the man likes to accessorize, he likes bling, but also complements his body type and physique, so it's drip and it shows his gains. He's got those bandages going up his calf to give a nod to him being a shinobi. Same goes for those really cool fingerless gloves that we all wanted as kids because we thought it would help us do a chidori. And of course his flamboyant, masterful accessorizing. His nails are done and they're painted. He's got that really cool headband with the rhinestones across them. And it's got these diamonds hanging off the side that almost look like hair. This much shine, man, it just makes you want to yell out some fucking Migos ads. The chain connecting the swords, the eye makeup. This man is just so effortlessly cool, fly, and handsome. He's basically the ASAP Rocky of the Hashira. But he didn't just wife up one Rihanna, he wifed up 3 Rihannas. You know what? Make that 4. I'm Rihanna. Meanwhile, you get the exact opposite with Muichiro. Him being a very, you know, wandering in thought, very airheaded kind of person. So it makes sense that he doesn't do too much with his uniform. For the most part, this is just the uniform itself. But while I feel other mangakas might have just put him in the basic looking uniform, Gotouge, because I think they care about the drip, still gives it its own flair by really focusing on the cut and how it falls on its body. His uniform being a little more droopy, a little more extended than the rest, not only adds to, well, it looks fucking cool, but also could be a slight nod to the fact that he is the youngest Hashira. So it kind of works that his uniform kind of looks a bit more big on him. Another great way Gotouge distinguishes these characters is through the patterns on their haori. I want to go ahead and give you some of my favorite haori designs, starting with Giyu's. Something about it being exactly split in half, one being a very loud pattern while the other is just a plain color, just really vibes with me. I don't know why. Ultimately, I end up loving it because of how much it sets itself apart from others because of its contrasting nature. Or in real simple terms, that shit looks really cool. And one that I never hear people talk about too much, Hotaru. From the first time I saw this man, I thought he looked so fucking cool. I love this color palette. I'm a sucker for them earth tones. And I love the choice of making the spoon flower pattern on his haori be a muted yellow color. Like, I would legit wear his haori in real life if I could get it somehow. I'm going crazy about the color blocking. I love that he is a certified babushka boy. I love that to add to his more traditional style, they give him gita for footwear over what most of the other characters are wearing. And the woven hat with wind chimes hanging off it, beautiful, great design. I love this character design. I love this drip. And up there with the top 3 gotta be Shinobu. Love that her uniform is a more fuchsia kind of purple color. I love that her haori starts as like a white with some black lines that slowly fades into the sage green, then to this more hot pink, and then into a black with white spots. It's a beautiful haori. When she was flying in and it looked like butterfly wings, mwah, perfect choice. Great choice for character design. Love the drip. Pause the video real quick, go down in the comments, comment your favorite haori from this series. But going apart from our main cast, even the demons have quite a wide range of designs. You got those more scary, menacing looking demons that really, when you think the word demon, you could totally see this coming into your head. Meanwhile, on the opposite end, you got those demons that, you know, they're like, yeah, I'm a demon, but I'm a pretty demon. Ah, damn. Let me get that social security number. Very much in that vein of like, yeah, I'm a vampire, but in the sun, I don't burn, I sparkle. And of course, you got your really cool, badass designs like Akaza or that form that Nezuko eventually goes into. But let's be honest, if we're talking about drip, not only in the demons, but in Demon Slayer in general, you know we gotta talk about Muzan. And while yes, he has many forms that all look great, we gotta talk about this one in particular. There's just something about a dude in a full-on MJ cosplay looking suave, looking gentlemanly, that for some reason just makes him more intimidating. Like, if you fight this dude, not only is your asshole getting mutilated beyond repair, but he'll bust out a moonwalk while he's doing it. And the only thing I can say is like, oh no, he's hot. And while you can group this fit in menswear, it doesn't commit the cardinal sin that I typically see with menswear. And that being that most of menswear is just fucking boring. Like, sure, it's just a suit, but it's got those unique red buttons that perfectly complement his very piercing red eyes. He's got that white with black striped fedora that is so fucking cool in that way that only anime characters can make a fedora look cool. Another thing that makes it unique from a lot of other suits is this pattern on the collar. It's very unique and it adds just such a elegance and regalness to the look. It just looks expensive and like you want to respect this man. And again, props to Gotouge for watching out for the color blocking, because giving him white slacks to go with the white hat and the black in the middle, it's very well done. The colors are very rounded out. I'm gonna be real upset if by the end of the series I don't see this man kick someone's head off with that famous MJ kick, man. Overall, I think Demon Slayer is pretty fly. See what I did there? He kicked me, I went into the sky, and pretty fly. No, I don't really think you fully, comprehend. Just great character designs all throughout. Great choices with like adding little highlights or certain colors to hair to really bring it out. And overall, just really smart color blocking and this ability to, while being influenced by the past, adding these accessories and these colors and these elements to still keep it trendy and eye-popping is really impressive. I love how they can take something like a haori or kimono and have multiple ways for their characters to wear it, making it a really elegant looking cloak or a really cool, almost like jacket in this case. This way, all the characters share a similar outerwear, but the design concept for each of them is different and refreshing. Hey, what's going on? I've officially creamed my pants. Mainly because the Internet Pitstop has finally gotten its first sponsor. Apari is the very first Internet Pitstop sponsor, and I couldn't have asked for a better brand to promote. Because one, if you're anything like me, you've already heard of Apari. Because you, much like me, spend a lot of time building up your parasocial relationship with Trash Taste. Yeah, Apari is the official brand behind the Trash Taste merch. And two, they're really cool people. They say I can cuss all I want. So fuck, dick, ass, piss, cock, shit, queef. Fuck, dick, ass, piss, cock, shit. Fuck, dick, ass, piss, cock. Shut up. This is their Fall Winter 22 collection, and it's officially dropping on this Friday, 11/11, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And personally, I'm a little bit tired of the only choice for anime tees being from these major distributors, because most of those are very generic and basic looking and not the best quality of fabric. Apari actually understands that anime tees can be drip. Who would have thought? Me. They're an artist-owned brand, so everything you see is original artwork created by a real artist. The shirt I'm wearing right now is probably my favorite piece. If you're going to get something from this collection, I highly suggest you Godspeed, Instant Transmission, Flying Thunder God, your ass to this piece. The fabric is actually kind of thick and feels real durable. You feel the quality of it immediately. And the color concepts throughout the wash of this tee are insane. It has this like vintage sunburnt brown kind of faded purplish color, which is completely my vibe. And the artwork itself, funny enough, gives me Demon Slayer vibes. I love the choice of this green on the character paired with the purple on the mist and just the small hints of pink throughout, and the kanji is a great touch. The other piece is this hoodie. And again, I gotta stress, I love how thick this hoodie is. It's a real heavy, durable fabric. But the main thing I want to focus on is the unique silhouette and design choices. By simply adding these two buttons on the neckline, it can completely change how this hoodie looks. This one in particular gives me Jujutsu Kaisen vibes. I've never seen a hoodie with this. It's a really cool concept. Same goes for these pockets in front. You actually get one pocket for each of your hand. If you want some unique anime drip, then go ahead and jump down to the link in the description and check out the collection. And I definitely think you should hurry to it because their last collection sold out completely. And genuinely clicking that link does really help the channel out because it means the Internet Pitstop could get more future partnerships with Apari. Also, all of their socials will be in the description. If you follow them all, you can keep up to date with their new projects and be part of their mailing list. Thank you, Apari, and back to the video. But another important piece that we have to get to when talking about Demon Slayer's fashion is the history behind that fashion. You see, a lot of the stylistic choices of the fashion of Demon Slayer is steeped in Japanese history and culture. You see, the drip choices are not only historically accurate, but they also add meaning to each character. So Demon Slayer takes place in the real Japanese time of the Taisho period. What makes the Taisho period so interesting in terms of fashion is that it takes fashion influences from two intersecting periods of Japanese history. The Edo period, which is where you get your more traditional fashion attire from Japan, but also the Meiji period, where everything about Japan, not just fashion, changed completely. You see, this is of course when the very first prehistoric weeb arrived to Japan. Tom Cruise. And with his masterful samurai skills and general whiteness, he changed Japan forever. Yeah, this is very true. I know my Japanese history. I watch a lot of Trash Taste. No, but in all seriousness, Westerners began coming in and Japan thus started taking influence from those Westerners. In everything from architecture to fashion. This is where you get something like the entertainment district with its many signs and general nightlife. And of course, the more Western styled clothing that you see in the series. And thus you get the Taisho period, a mix of both traditional Japanese influence and Western influence. If you keep an eye on the background characters in this entertainment district, you'll notice them wearing very traditional Japanese garbs, but a westernized hat, for example. This is why a lot of the demons that died in the past in Demon Slayer are wearing more traditional clothing, because they most likely died in those eras. But at the same time, you also get demons like Muzan and Dreamy Train Demon, who are wearing more westernized suits. Actually putting this anime in a real life time period like the Taisho period adds so much to the world of Demon Slayer. Because not only does it allow the mangaka a wide range of outfits to put together, but it also allows those outfits to be historically accurate. And that historical accuracy goes even further than that. The Demon Slayer Corps uniform, for example, is based off the very real gakuran, or the school attire that a typical Japanese child would wear. And that school uniform was also derived from the very real Japanese military uniform, which works so well because a lot of these younger characters are wearing these uniforms. So when you see Tanjiro wear this uniform, you're getting one idea of a young boy in school because he's wearing the school uniform. But in another sense, you can also see this as a young boy getting ready to join the army. But even further than that, the patterns that these characters wear actually hold a lot of meaning and relate to the characters who wear them. Starting with Tanjiro, who wears a green and black checkered haori. Now, while this pattern is one of the oldest patterns in Japanese history, it was popularized by the kabuki actor Sonogawa Ichimatsu. And from then on, it was known as the Ichimatsu pattern. And this pattern in Japanese history was used to symbolize both personal and family prosperity. This is why the whole Komodo family has this pattern in one way or another on their attire. And it works so well for Tanjiro because he's so family oriented. It adds to his personal responsibility, it adds to his personality. His loss of his family is what drives him, and he continues to protect his family, being Nezuko. Although I will say it is a bit like kind of tragically ironic that Tanjiro is wearing a pattern that's supposed to mean like, you know, prosperity for family, and well, his family got murked in literally episode 1. Maybe these patterns aren't working, man. But if you look at Nezuko's kimono, it also has a hemp pattern. It's another very traditional but super popular pattern that was used all over the Edo period. And it's supposed to represent growth and health for children. But also, hemp leaves were known to be both fast growing and durable. I don't think I have to say too much. I think the connection here is pretty blatant, pretty obvious. And to round it all out, let's talk about Giyu. But to do that, I have to spoil a little bit of the manga. So if you don't want any manga spoilers, go ahead and skip from this part of the video to this part of the video. So both Giyu and Sabito were friends who trained under Urokodaki, and it was Sabito who saved Giyu during this selection and got him sent home. But as we all know, unfortunately, Sabito died from the hand demon. Thus, from then on, to honor Sabito's memory, Giyu continued to wear Sabito's pattern on half of his haori. And the other half comes from a very similar situation, but this time with Giyu's very own sister. She sacrificed her life for Giyu, and like right before her wedding too. Jesus Christ, man. And thus the other half of his haori is to pay tribute to the life of his sister. So already we have a lot of meaning packed into these fabrics that are on Giyu. But there's even more when you look into what this pattern Sabito used to wear means. So this pattern is known as the Bishamon Kiko. It's based off the turtle, which is supposed to represent longevity in life. Which again adds this tragic sadness and kind of irony to the whole situation. You see, you come to find out that Giyu, through losing both of these very important people to him, he develops survivor's guilt. And Giyu doesn't feel like he should be alive, yet Sabito's pattern represents longevity in life. But I kind of like that because it's almost like, because he's wearing Sabito's pattern, it's almost like Sabito is right there on his shoulder, letting him know that to not feel guilty for surviving and to keep living. I absolutely love the fashion of Demon Slayer. Everything about these character designs, from the hair, the clothing, the swords, and even the accessories, are all distinct and are full of great colors, great patterns, and great cuts. But also have not only historic accuracy, but meaning behind them. And I appreciate the mangaka and this series much more now because I know about these meanings behind these patterns and these clothes. You just have to appreciate Demon Slayer's fashion that much more now because it's much more than just like, oh hey, this looks cool, that's why I drew it. No, it goes out of its way to take place in a specific time period where these outfits are historically accurate. And I hope y'all really appreciate the clothing these characters wear that much more because it is important, especially in this series. First and most importantly, I want to thank you all so much for literally after one sub goal video getting me to the very next sub goal of 100,000 subscribers. I never thought I'd get here, and thank you all for helping me achieve my dreams. Also, while I was doing research for this video, I found this video from a year ago that's basically doing the same topic, just probably more on just specifically the history parts of it. And it's super important to me that this video must get seen, so please do me a favor and check out this video when you're done with this one. And just so we can still enjoy this little pit stop background a bit more, I'm gonna keep it for a couple more videos and we'll do the next big sub goal, maybe 2 or 3 videos. Please let me know in the comments how you feel about Demon Slayer's fashion and your favorite drip across the series. Who's your favorite dressed character, you know? And of course, let me know if there's any other anime that I should, discuss. And of course, if you're new here and you like what I do, you can always leave me a like and a subscribe. I'll always appreciate that. And as always, thank you so much for coming to this little pit stop on the corner of the internet. Peace.